Hey everyone, Christian here. I wanted to take a few minutes just to detail some things that have been affecting my life recently. Has many of yours as well, so you've probably seen all the myriad of I quit my job and great resignation videos. There's a reason for it. Everyone's life is different though, of course, many variables. I'm just going to go into detail a little bit shortly on what my case was, and without getting too specific, I've been at a retail store, a big one, for 6 years. And about 4 years ago, I was offered a coordinator position. But I didn't take it because basically the pay was one thing, but they wanted me to work hours that would have affected my trading hours. And up till 3, I need my market hours and some stuff after that too. So that was a no-no, non-negotiable. And I've been working part-time ever since. So what changed was this Rona. It's affected everything and everyone. And big and small businesses, small worse than than the big. But what happened was, essentially, I started picking up more hours because they've been very helpful to me. So picking up here and there, and I kind of slowly got slid into the position where they wanted. And then they're like, oh, well, how about you just take this backroom coordinator position? I'm like, well, I was offered, but what can you give me? This is what I want. And essentially everything that I wanted, I got, except for one thing, which was one of the big reasons why I quit, but ultimately it was because of me, and not necessarily financial, even though inflation is destroying whatever people might get. And even if they think that they're getting a raise after they calculate their health care and all this other insurance and shit that they have to pay for, they're honestly taking a haircut. So what it comes down to is I got everything that I wanted, didn't have to work during the day, only got evening hours. All the other little things that I wanted, not having to be near customers, only being in the back, making sure that I had people to help me most of the time. And that was a big issue because with staffing issues, as I'm a coordinator, I'm supposed to coordinate and have people do things. But when I have to start stepping up and doing other people's jobs, and not just one, but like 2, 3 plus 4 people's jobs, no, I'm not there for that. And I don't care. Like, I might like the people as much as I do, but I'm not going to be a whipping boy. And essentially, I'd come home and I started to hate myself after a while. And to the point that nights were basically lost. I'd come home from work. Usually I take that time to relax, maybe have a smoke, watch some videos, put something, Netflix, whatever, YouTube, just whatever. But it was gone. That time just became me wanting to lay down, crash. I started drinking more because I just wanted to have like some mental stimulation, but not have to physically, do stuff, exercise or whatever you want to call it. But it just got bad, and the depression thing kind of started spiraling, and I'm like, yeah, I have to stop this. So I told my managers before, I'm like, yeah, I'm stepping off unless I get this fixed. I'm done. And they're really great. They basically help everybody out. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, but it's a great place to work for most people. They're very amenable and hook you up with benefits and whatnot. So compared to most places, it's awesome. For me, it wasn't, because it broke cardinal rule number 1, which is personal time is number 1. And although I did have the personal time to take care of like business financially and stuff during the day, my personal time was done. And I did use that time in the evening for things, even here on YouTube for one example. But it literally made me not want to do anything, and it changed my literally whole lifestyle. It made me become something that I hated. So I cut it off. I was supposed to do 6 months, lasted a few months, and then I just said no more. At least it's on my resume. I've never had a full-time job in my life. I only did it because of the resume thing, but ultimately never had to. I have side stuff that I've been able to live comfortably. I live below my means, and ultimately I've gone back to what's made me happy. I was happy and I didn't know it. So essentially, without getting too far, because it's a simple thing. In my case, it's a simple. Many other people, sometimes they have toxic work and people and other things which can be even worse, and I'm sorry if that's the case for you. Definitely reconsider in some of those situations. But this was just supposed to be a quick 5-minute video that lets you know what was up with me in the last few months. But thanks for sharing. I'll see y'all very soon, though. Take care, y'all.